Welcome everyone to my new episode on price prediction for June 2024 on Polkadot cryptocurrency. Definitely not performing as a lot of the people expecting, especially from the community side. Definitely not on that side of the market where you see Polkadot taking the spotlights. It is no longer that cryptocurrency. It is no longer what the audiences are looking for. As you see, people enjoy trading a lot of the memes, a lot of the cryptos that are most likely nonsense. Meanwhile, the ones that have strength from the fundamental side have moments of suffering. Most of the time, the way the products are working is not really shown at every moment in the price section. The good part is that at some point, at some moments in the future, things are going to be reflected, and the ones that are happy to be participating on that kind of journey will very well be rewarded. That's where we are, folks. Now, of course, Polkadot is sleeping. It is extremely similar on what this Cardano does. It is in a situation that is very similar, I would say, and this is definitely creating a pattern out here for that category of cryptocurrencies, which are sleeping giants. You might not enjoy that because you might say this cryptocurrency is no longer holding any form of popularity between the fresh traders, between the fresh investors, and between the latest and popular directions of the blockchain. Well, that's extremely subjective, folks, and at the same time, it is down to dozens of preferences people have instead of a universal and very objective way to look at the things. What's happening at the end of the day, we're going to talk about in this video, especially for June 2024. Let's see what's going on the charts at the moment for Total 3. Total 3 chart stands for crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum 4-hour candlestick. So we look into the altcoins, and what we see here is a situation, obviously, where there is a bit of a selling pressure coming in. But the main structure of this is the fact that we have been going through a correction environment. We broke out at this point and confirmed above. After the confirmation of the breakout, we had another double confirmation appearing on 200 days moving average. 200 days moving average line is the blue line right there, holding the markets very well and allowing the space to react strongly. In this case scenario, the only thing basically that comes out as a very strong probability of domination is towards bullishness. This is basically the current situation of the market. It's aiming towards a very strong bullish condition, which should take us in a breakout of this specific structure that we're looking at and get into the highs as soon as possible. $770 billion market cap for that. Definitely the supply zone below that is not having strength in a such momentum situation, right? So right now we're trying to sit on 690 billion. We're very close to a resistance structure. As soon as we flip that, we're gonna change the market structure, and when you flip that, you're 700 billion, folks. That's, you know, in the latest days, that is the difficult supply zone that we fight with. As soon as you change that, you convert that, you're going to speak about the 770 straight away. You don't speak about anything lower than that. And when you're going to talk about it, you'll see how well we're going to behave and have the capabilities of moving even above that if the altcoin season actually kicks in, based on the Ethereum spot ETF approval. There are huge expectancies around the corner. That's where we are right now, so the perspective is bullish in a nutshell. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, folks, and for those of you that care about education, if you believe you can improve the results of your performance, if you would like to trade correctly and believe in education in a nutshell, then this is a one-on-one coaching program with me where I'll take you by hand and teach you from A to Z how to trade. There's also the possibility to join my trades without any prior fees, but I'll talk about it at the end of the video, guys. I have an introduction and I have a representation of both at the end. Now, what's happening on the daily for Polkadot? Well, this is where we are at the moment. I mean, we definitely got out of the phase of, market correction that we've been going through at this level. That's true. It's something that we have been clearing out. I can also take that trending line away that represented the bearish environment. We're no longer having to deal with that. What's the momentum right now and what's the situation is we're trying to stay above the 200 days moving average. We simply broke out of it and we're trying to stay above that. We actually had a good starting of the day. There was a bit of a bullishness going around, but now you get the London, the New York markets, you get all the other space soon getting opened, and this is going to sort of a way affect positively or negatively the price action of Polkadot, as usually how the markets are behaving. What do we expect in this case scenario? Well, simply you've been able to construct a very, very strong level of demand with the supply moved in the highs. The only thing that I see that has to be cleared out here, which would not be a big deal at all as soon as market starts moving, is the 8.2. That is the level that has to be cleared as soon as possible, right? So you just cannot sleep around this level due to the fact that you might have a risk to revisit your demand zone again if you're still slipping around this level for a while. You got to make a step forward and break out of the previous structure, golden pocket, right? So previous structure, this structure, golden pocket has its levels at 8.2, 8.25 cents, and that level should be cleared as fast as possible. For June, we don't target that. For June, we target a bullish scenario, which would be anywhere between 9.5 up to 9.8, right? So the golden pocket of the highs of the structure should be the main target for June 2024, a target which from here sits somewhere around 34%. Definitely not hard to deliver or achieve, especially for a cryptocurrency, which used to be extremely well when it starts doing, right? So we saw that in the past, we actually, in the bull rally here, we moved 225%. That's not much, of course, but once you start moving, I mean, look at that. We did 44% in 5 days, something that you should not exclude to quickly get that 30-35% movement, because if that happens in June, then we're opening the doors basically for a discussion of breaking out of the previous top and trying to go as close as possible to the highs of Polkadot, get into those targets that are clearly sitting above $50 for Polkadot. We don't target anything below $50 in terms of a strong bullish scenario in Polkadot, guys. So from this level, it's not 10x as minimal target. It is a little lower than that. It could be 7x from here. 7x would take you into the $50 from $7 as we are speaking right now. So that is a level that you could consider as minimal for the accelerated phase of the bull market. For the time all the cryptocurrencies are going to blow out and you get that 20-30% movements day by day for about 3 weeks. So that is something that sits on the table. But for June, as I said, you should not target anything lower than 9.5 up to 9.8 as soon as you clear the 8.25. Clearing 8.25 is going to be a task which has to be achieved as quickly as possible. Other than that, you might get another rejection from here. I mean, at the moment, as you can see, you're fighting in this, rectangle. That's the top of the rectangle and this is the low of the rectangle, right? So you're pretty much where's my rectangle? Here we go. You're pretty much fighting in this box. We're at the top of the box right now and we're trying to see a positive reaction and a positive outcome of this one by quickly forming a force around the 200 days moving average, and this should take us into the highs. We'll see. That's pretty much all, folks. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out this one till the end to find out more on how does the coaching works.